I would say that that value is redefined at the moment. It meant different things along the journey of media, and in modern media, I would say it's down to many new innovations that are coming of large and becoming more important. So we talked about, for instance, AI, we talked about data and how important it is, and then I emphasize heavily on collaboration. So when you basically merge all of those, you can see that the value of media is almost co-built, isn't it? So it becomes a new definition of how valuable it is, and based on exactly what the outcome we're trying to achieve.
And how are you advising your advertisers can unlock more value from the premium media that they're using?
I always go back to, what do you want? I never shy away from asking my client, what do you want? And then working it back. And, we have the traditional funnel, the top funnel, mid funnel, and lower funnel, all with different measurements, all with different outcomes that they want. And that way, we define the different value, the value of media across each funnel, and also we have to stitch them together. Mm-hmm. So it's not an easy answer per se, because it's all down to, but what do you want? So that's how I begin to help advise my client. Yeah.
In the last couple of years, we've seen the discussion around attention move from something that's sort of intangible or amorphous to really using attention as something measurable and even as a currency.
Yes.
Like how close are we to using attention as a planning currency rather than just a signal?
Oh, you took the magic words, planning. So I would say some advertisers are far more advanced than others. I know a sport brand, for instance, which have been using attention for planning perspective for over a year now, whereas there's some who are just started to look at the existing campaigns, what has been the attention, and now how can we utilize that? So I would say when it comes to attention, it's better to incorporate it. For me personally, I would say maybe better to incorporate it from a planning perspective, because once you understand where it sits and you can understand how you can package that up with your partners, then you can start to look at how can it bear fruit, which is the outcome. Sorry, I always go back to the outcome because that's how my homework is marked. Yeah.
You're EMEA Digital Director here at WPP Media. How, I think we're at this moment in time when digital platforms are experiencing a lot of disruption. How would you say digital media are going to evolve in 2026?
I think we're going to see a lot more collaboration occur. We have heard a lot of stories pertaining to the walled gardens, the lack of transparency with other partners, and so on and so forth. And one thing is prominent. There are key ingredients for success, one of them being data strategies, one of them being making sure we're available in high value environments that basically help tell our customers' story, our client's story, apologies. So I would say, in a nutshell, we're going to see far more collaboration, far more transparency, and most importantly, accountability as well, because it needs to be measured.